Hi everybody. Last night I wasn't happy with my color combination, so I found a better one today to play with. And I started with this, the quilts as my base because that's where I can play freely and feel like, well, it's not a masterpiece, I'm just playing with colors anyway. And I came up with this line of colors. If you're interested, you can take a screenshot. I played around until these are the colors that I was most happy with. I like the mint against the blue and the, orange as your contrast color. So then I played with my own drawing. And I switched out one of the oranges for a yellow, or a Spanish orange, which is more yellow. And I switched out the blue for a lighter blue. So the only difference between that other paper and this paper is the blue and the orange that I switched out. And this is the drawing that I did, just playing with the colors and thinking about going outside and would I like this color combination for a landscape, and I would. I like this. It pleases me. So if you like it, you can take a screenshot of that and play around with those colors. Now the one that I'm working on is Secret Garden. And this one I want to turn it into something very nice because I love Johanna Basford. She's the queen of stylized drawings, and this is a very large piece. And I want to work on the same pencils, only I added a couple for contrast. I added, for the ones that you took a screenshot of, I added permanent red, PC 122, and I added a pink rose, PC 929. And did I add any more? Oh, purple. And I added a purple. Parma Violet, PC 1008. So with those other pencils that I had for the other drawings, I added these three because I like to add pink, purple, and red to the sky behind it. So I started with a purple up here, and I'm going to go to a light blue, which is the non-photo blue. I already, what I do is even though these will be a different colors, because they're a different style of flower, I give a base of yellow and then do another hue over it, so that it looks like a clump of color rather than a little bit of color here and a little bit of color there. All these little stars that are in between here, I'm going to use a white gel pen so that they stand out as white little stars. And I also want to talk to you about the paper. The paper is very smooth, and it's so nice to color with. Notice how I hold the pencil so that you don't make really hard lines. You just want the soft pencil lines, and you build up on color rather than pressing down hard. although sometimes I've been known to press down hard. If you press down hard on it, it's called burnishing. And burnishing is actually allowed if you like that effect. But not many people are into it, burnishing. They prefer this style. And if you have more color than you have wax in your pencil, you will get a better coloring. I'm just going to go over this because then I do the detail in the darker shade. But I want it the light background and a darker foreground. And yes, I know this is not how a lot of people color, but you know, I don't want to spend my life, you know, make hours and hours and hours of coloring. So I just do it the easiest way I know how. And then I'm going to go from blue to a light green for the background. You can hardly see it, which is good. I like the mint against the blue. I think it's very pretty. Now I want these flowers to stand out very colorful, so I'm not going to go over them with the green. But I am going to put a little yellow in the background. I'm not going to do this whole picture on the online. I'm going to play with it for a while and then color it off screen and then show you the finished product. My main goal is to learn about what colors go with what, and how I can get the most from accent colors and how the light goes against the dark. And because in the springtime I'm planning on going out and doing lifelike drawings, and I want to be able to choose the colors easily, be more familiar with the colors, that when I go out I go, yeah, I want this color, I want that color. And this is going to be a brown door, but it has a little light in it. And well, pink. What pink flower? If the more you color, the more you use your colors, the more familiar you are when you go outside and you look at a tree and you go, that's not just, that's not brown. That's a mixture of all different colors. And you'll have a repertoire of colors in your head to choose from, because you've been coloring all winter and you're very familiar with color itself. I don't know. I really have to think about this. It takes me some time to go through and putter and decide what I want. But it's the same colors that I'm using. This is my sketchbook, and it has good papers on it. But see that, I mix the colors, and then you go back with the really dark colors just to make interesting places. So these are the colors I'm using, except for the extra pink, purple, and red. This is a fantasy scene, so I wanted more pink, purple, and that sort of color in it to, be expressive for a fanciful place. A lot of people just take one thing at a time and color in one area, but I like to see the picture as a whole and how it works together. Like, maybe these colors will be an orange. I mean, these flowers can be an orange. Like it's not a real flower, but could be a black-eyed Susan. And these could be little, forget-me-nots. It's just what it reminds you of, because the flowers really aren't real. I'm going to put green around these, because accent them with green, because it's more of a leaf, I think, than a flower. But I wanted to have a red inside. And this is part of this, so it would have to be orange. Let me see. So these are green leaves, but I'll have them be accented with other colors that are not just green. Some will be blue-green, some will be green with little purple edges or red edges. If you make a leaf all green, it's not as interesting. I think I'll go through and make these a little darker like this. See, they had the light green behind them. And then I'll accent it on the edge with a deeper color, probably a blue. Because do I have a deeper green? Maybe I did. Did I or didn't I? You can use a deeper green if you want to. And I may. I think I'm gonna get a deeper green when I go back and go through my colors, because most of it's green, so it's a bigger variety of green you have. But try to stick to your palette. It makes a picture more cohesive. See how these red leaves just really stand out? So if you just kind of come in, blend them in a little bit. They'll start to feel like they mix in more with the background. Everybody has their own style of coloring if you don't follow somebody exactly. And I encourage that because you want your own style. You want to develop your own style. And I color best if I zone out and watch TV while I'm doing this, because I'm not overworking or overthinking it. When I paint, this is how I paint. You rough sketch everything in like an impressionist, and then when you're going back to do the detail, you outline things a little bit better, so it doesn't look like you've just scribbled on a page. I'll show you. So I want to deepen this color, so I'm going to deepen it with a what is this one? Oh, I did get a dark green. This is a peacock green, so I did add a darker green. It's good to have a very sharp pencil so that you can get into the small spots. Now I'm going to go with the red. And, red and green are contrast colors and go pretty well together with that. I'm going to have the shadow on this side and the light on this side throughout the whole page. So the light is coming from this angle, and the dark will be from the other side, from this side. I'm mixing the red and the green outline, so it looks like it's blending. Blend. Tonight I was watching the old Orient Express with Lauren Bacall was in it, and Sean Connery. And I forgot his name, but the man that played in the a Hitchcock film that was pretty scary. Norman Bates. Whatever his name was, Norman. And there were other famous actors in there. I think Ingrid Bergman, I think she was one of them. So I didn't like the Poirot because I like David Suchet. Once you have David Suchet as Poirot, there is no other Poirot. But I like the other actors in it. I thought Lauren Bacall did very good, and Sean Connery. You know, you could tell a really good actor because they just stand out, you know, from the rest. Their emotions and portrayals. Well, that's what I'm going to do through here. So, see how it stands out? You know, it starts out like this, but once you put the darker colors in it, and that's how it will be all over, except for the background, I will deepen the colors. I want to add a little pink through the sky. A little pink and a little darker blue. And skies are never even, so it's not like, you know, you have a whole even blue and a whole even yellow. I really love this paper. It's so smooth. It's so nice for coloring. Her papers are very good. Johanna Basford. So if you want to follow along with me, this is her 10th anniversary edition of Secret Garden. And you can find it on Amazon. Or you can go to Barnes & Noble and order it. Or Joann Fabrics carries them sometimes. So I will talk to you later. And I hope you join me. Bye-bye.